Hi everyone, it's Dark Trader Plays here. Welcome to a first look at a little game that you've probably seen a little bit about on YouTube already. It's called Insurmountable, and the idea behind this game is it is an RNG based, I'm not sure if it's roguelike or roguelite or anything like that, but it's an RNG based mountain climbing game. Now that may seem a little bit strange, but it will make a little bit more sense as we go into this. This is my first look at actually playing the game. I have watched someone else briefly play it on Twitch a couple of days ago, and I really quite like what I saw. It's hex based, so you're not just like free climbing or parkouring or anything up the mountain. There are 3 different roles that you can play as, which we'll see in a second. And it does, there's a lot of events and things which tailor the way you can actually climb up the mountain. So, I've already been through the options and everything, make sure it records, it's all fine from my end. Hopefully I'm not going to be proven wrong when I come to edit this. But we're just going to go into a new game and we're going to see what it's like as kind of a first experience. So what I tend to do with the first look series is literally just dive in, see what the game throws at me, and come out with my opinion. So as I said, there's 3 roles, so you have 3 mountaineers you can take. There's an adventurer, a dyed-in-the-wool adventurer, you're always on the lookout for the next big challenge. A scientist, as an ambitious scientist, you walk the fine line between genius and insanity. I mean, that sounds like me. Or there's a journalist, as an investigative journalist, you travel the world to expose major scandals. Now, why the journalist would be climbing a mountain for a scandal, I don't really know. But they all have their own skills and their own reasons why you would take them. So, for example, if you choose the adventurer, they have a sprint kind of perk that you can enable, so they have a temperature increase and minus 35 time cost on all terrain. So that's one of the things about this. You have a day-night cycle within the game. As you're climbing up the mountain, it affects how you can actually climb. You also have the ability to make a tent, have a tent so you can rest properly. You don't have to go and find a cave. You've also got climbing gloves, so minus 10% energy cost on all terrain. So that combined with that is really good. And then you've got canned food as well. So obviously there's resource management you need to take within the game. You've got the journalist as well, who is single-minded. Ignore negative weather and terrain effects for 4 hours. Again, that's a perk you can enable to be able to get through certain negative things. You've got fur gloves, so you've got more temperature. You've got a climbing axe, which is really handy. So minus 15% time cost when climbing. 2 height difference, 3 height difference, 4 height difference, and 5 height difference. That will make more sense as you see the game. You've also got heavy boots, minus 10% energy cost on stone. Again, there's going to be different terrains and things you need to climb. And you've also got what looks like a thermos, hot tea, plus 33 body temperature. So that's pretty good. I'm going to go with the scientist. From what I already know about this guy, he seems like the best all-rounder. An adventurer would seem like the best all-rounder, but I think the scientist is the one I want to take here. So they've got eagle eye, so they've got 150% maximum camera distance, which is nice. It's just you can zoom out and you can see more things, I think. You've got analysis, so you've got plus 4 time. I'm not entirely sure how that works. Is he a time traveller? Is it actually Doc Brown? You've also got plus 180% XP as well, which you can just enable, which is quite nice. You've got a tent as well, again, very, very handy. And you've also got the hiking staff. So similar to the climbing axe, the hiking staff will give you time cost, time savings and on flat terrain and when climbing. And also fur gloves as well, which we've already seen. So I'm going to choose the scientist as my first character here, just to see what it is. You have a revolutionary theory. You believe that there is an undiscovered source of electromagnetic energy that could generate enough energy to power the entire world. Experts have derided and dismissed your theory as science fiction, but your colleagues' narrow-mindedness only fuels your desire to continue your research. When you learn of a mysterious island that essentially appeared out of thin air, you see your chance. According to your initial calculations, the conditions in the massive mountain range are ideal for an electromagnetic hotspot. The radiation should be strongest on the peaks. You will need to scale the summits to prove your theory once and for all, and restore your reputation. So, there's 3 different difficulty levels. First one is normal, then there's hard, then there's insurmountable, which is obviously where the name comes from. So, we can't do these 2 yet, so we're just going to go on the first one here. So, attention, this choice cannot be changed. Yeah, that's fine. Don't care. Okay, so there are 3 mountains. From what I understand, they are randomly generated, or at least there's some kind of procedural generation in this. I will double check that, and I'll put an overlay here if I'm incorrect, but I think I am correct. So, scale the first summit and find proof of a source of electromagnetic power. So we go. So we've got 3 routes. So, route 1 is firm snow. Snowy terrain provides better grip on this route. You've also got blizzard things. You've got stable ice. Icy terrain provides better grip on this route. And cold nights is your kind of negative effect. And then you've got unusual phenomena. This route holds many discoveries and severe storms. Now, I'm going to go for the stable ice. I think that's the... Actually, I'm going to go for route 1. We'll go direct. Hopefully the shortest route, and we'll see how that goes. Ever since you arrived on the island, you knew it was exactly the place you'd been looking for. Readings from your instruments are off the charts, even at the base of the mountain. And besides that, reclusive indigenous people, remnants of a mysterious occupying force that kept the existence of the island a secret for years, and rumours of a research station. Can all of that be a coincidence? So there's a heavy backstory to all of the routes and all of the mountains and everything else as well. You look up at the summit, it'll be a long journey, but you are spurred on by the thought that you might finally find proof of the source of the electromagnetic readings you've been seeking for so long. So we've got some XP for that. Okay, so middle mouse and move left and right is fine. Click the left mouse button on a valid tile with the right click, you remove the last marker set. Okay, that's fine. We'll learn it as we go. It's fine, don't worry about that. So, that's us down there. You can just about see us when I zoom in. Oh god, zoomed right through me. So, that's our character there. It's pretty nice graphically. This is on ultra settings. I seem to be getting 60 frames a second still, so I'm happy with that. But the mountain itself is massive. Like, that's where I've got to get to. It's very, very far away. But it is hex-based, as you can see. So I can take routes from this way and this way and this way. You also get little events here. So if I go to here, for example, double-click to go, you can see how the movement works, and we climb down and stuff. So there are height differences from the tiles, which is quite nice. They will take your energy. You've also got an oxygen meter, which I'll cover that in a second. You've also got a sanity meter. It's quite important to work out. Now, you discover a chest that's almost completely buried in the snow. I'm going to dig out the chest. You find a vacuum-filled flask with tea. That's nice. I will take some tea. So we take the tea, pop it in our backpack. That's fine. So, if I go back into the inventory, how do I do that? There's a backpack. So we have our own hands and things here, so we'll find items along the way, or we might start with items, so we might get a headgear or something, or some weaponry maybe, or something. I'm not too sure. Okay, so there's nothing else really in my way. I can just carry on. I'll just go over here, and all it does is it ticks time along as we go through the day. Another one lot down, that's fine. One up again. And time ticks on. And we explore. Come on. There we go. There are ways you can speed up the game. I'm not too sure what it is off the top of my head, but I'll find it later. So, where do I need to go? You need to plan your route. I think my route is not going to go this way, because it doesn't look like there's any way to go over there. I think I need to go this way, because it looks like we can go down there. So let's go this way. So there's an event over there as well. Yeah, there's definitely no way to go that way. So I've definitely gone the only way I can go here. There's cave over there, or tent or something. I have my own tent, so that's not massively an issue. I can just make my own kind of way up the mountain. My perks again are down here, Eagle Eye, where I can increase the maximum camera zoom, and also take an analysis thing, which just takes some time. So time passes and I gain experience. Now this way here, I want to go up here. It's quite a big difference in height and everything else as well, but I've got the decent equipment that I can do to take it. Let's speed up time. So when you are stood still, I don't think anything happens in the world around you. You just carry on. It's only these static events here which are you're aware of really as a player. Now, the only thing we're coming up here is there's no way back for me, or no way forward I should say. There's an active fire pit, but not a soul around. The flames seem to be fighting the icy wind for survival. Watching the fire dance in the face of the cold is almost meditative. You watch it a while and regain. I can either take sanity or I can take energy. Now my energy is lower than my sanity, so I'm going to take that. But sanity plays a part in how you react to things later on. The only thing I would like is for the camera to be a little bit lower so that my character was higher in the screen. But that's fine. We're going to climb here for the time being, and then I think I'm going to have to do a climb down to like here or so. Now we are reaching nightfall, so I do need to be careful. I could go back and see what these are here, but I think I'm just going to move forward for the time being. In fact, I think I have to go back. Yeah, I've got to go back over here. So let's go see what this is here, and we should be approaching nightfall at that time. You can see what it's going to be when I get there. I can at least see what that is. That looks like it's a combat event or something. There is combat in the game, at least like there's combat events. You don't actually physically take control of the people. There's also a chest up there. Chests give you items and things, that's fine. You discover an intact tent. There's nobody in sight, but the embers in the fire pit are still glowing. The camp is obviously being used by someone. It could contain valuable items. So I'm going to search. A tent with an unusual symbol catches your eye. You plunder it and find valuable equipment. So we get +1 walking boots by the looks of it. Heavy boots, minus 10% energy cost on a stone. We'll just pop those straight on. Imagine climbing a rock without stones. That's fine. We'll confirm that. And then we'll go up. Let's go to this one here first. We've got enough time. So that wasn't combat. That was just an event where you could meet people, I think. But again, I think it's RNG based with regards to that. A thin wisp of smoke rises up into the sky in front of you. You turn a corner around the wall of a cliff and discover a campfire. Flames already licking the sides of the cans placed around it. I collect snow to put out the fire? No. I stamp on the fire to put it out. I've got boots on. You use your feet, trying to move quickly as you kick the glowing coals apart and smother each individual flame. The smoke tickles your nose, but finally you extinguish the last of the flames. After searching the area to make sure that the owner is not stuck in a nearby crevasse, you take the cans and move on. Brilliant. So I've got some cans there. We'll take that. We've leveled up as well, so we'll confirm that and level up. Now when you level up, you get a perk or a specialisation, and they have different things. Some have all just advantages, some have negative connotations as well. Most of them are positives. So we have a flat terrain expert specialising in moving through flat terrain, reduced energy cost on all terrain. Now bearing in mind, I do have, I can't open my inventory, I do have already some benefits for that because of the boots. We've also got steep climber, specialisation in moving through steep terrain, reduced active cost on energy cost on all terrain, duration of 3 hours. So this one is a timed one, it goes down here, and it's one you can continually or repeatedly use, I should say. Then you've got comfort home. Whenever you're using a consumable item, you get some sanity, and that's a perk, that's a permanent one. I think I'm going to take the steep climber. We'll say yes to that one, it goes down there, and that's fine. And then I'm going to go down here. And this looks like a place where we can camp, I believe. Yeah. So you enter a cave. It's dry and sheltered from the wind. However, you notice a strong smell. I'm going to follow the smell. You go deeper into the cave. After a few feet, you come across a small water hole. A thin ray of light falls through an opening in the solid rock ceiling and reflects off the water's surface, creating an intricate light pattern that mesmerises you for a moment. So we gain some sanity and some XP. I return to the cave entrance. Thank you very much. We lie down and sleep, because this is fine. So we're in a cave, we don't need a tent to use that. We have got a tent, but it's fine. And we can choose how long we're going to sleep. So a long sleep here will set us forward 10 hours, and that's all fine. So we'll start that. As far as I know, no events happen while you're asleep. Nothing like creeps up on you or anything, so it's fine. So we're in nightfall. It's naturally colder during nightfall as well, so we are in cold weather at the moment. That's fine. But we want to move further up the mountain this time. So I'm going to go over here. You will notice as we go through, we won't find anything new necessarily, but we will uncover more of the map that we can physically see. I think I might have come the wrong way here, but that's fine. There's another cave over there. So let's go to here. Oh, lying on the ground are 2 dead mountaineers. It looks like they haven't been there for long. You recognise the symbol on their clothing. It's the same as the one on the tent that you plundered. So you lose some sanity, but we gain loads of XP, and we've leveled up. On the edge. Prevent critical interruption events for 4 hours. Reduce time cost on all terrain. I think I'm going to take that one. Weakens the effect of stormy weather. Now, we're not due to get storm on this one, because we've taken the first mountain. So I'm going to take this one here. That's a permanent. That was an interesting one. I didn't know that could happen. Okay, daybreak. It's still cold, but that's fine. We can go around this way. I'm going to go look in this tent, this cave here. See what we can find here. There's another event over there as well. So it's always about looking forward and seeing what you can see. Now this is down in a big crevasse here. You enter a cave. It's dry and sheltered from the wind. At the rear of the cave you notice a faint shimmer of light. Let's go see the light again. You follow the light. As you approach you realise it's coming from hundreds of fireflies. Fascinating. I return to the cave entrance. Again we gain sanity and some XP. I'm going to leave the cave. We don't need to sleep now. It's literally daybreak. So that's fine. I'm going to go over here. See what this is in this chest. I like the little weather vignettes around the edge there. That's quite nice. It's frosty. Makes me feel chilly. As you lean against the rock face, you notice a hollow behind a huge boulder. Someone has left some provisions here. So I can either push the boulder, which is going to take some energy. I do have quite a bit of energy, but that's fine. Or I could use a branch. You look for a sturdy branch to use as a lever. The boulder falls to one side with a dull crash, allowing you to reach the provisions. So again, XP and more food. That's fine. So we can, I think, we've leveled up yet again. Event expert, more efficient in events. So reduce sanity loss. That's quite nice, actually. That's not a timed one either, that's a permanent one. Comfort of home, we've already seen that one. And extreme geology. Whenever you suffer a dangerous terrain event, gain some experience. I'm going to take that one. The first one was tempting, but I'm going to take this one. Now, I've got another event over there, which I think I'm going to go and tackle. It's not particularly taxing on me for in case times of energy or anything like that. Not too sure whether we're going to be able to get out of there, but we will see. We've still got a long way to go up the mountain. I don't know how far we're going to make it in this video. You hear a soft squeaking coming from somewhere. You take a look around and discover a mountain hare cowering inside a rock fissure. It trembles as you approach, but you does not try to flee. You suspect it might be injured. Okay, I've only got the option of killing. I don't have a moon herb to help the hare. I don't really want to kill it, but it is trapped. I have to kill it, unfortunately. Its hind legs are broken. The hare won't survive the night. You gently stroke its fur. Its little heart is pounding, but its heartbeat slows and it gradually relaxes the longer you keep it company. Your hand slowly drifts towards its throat. It's thin and bony. There's a quiet cracking sound as you snap its spine. The hare is no longer suffering. We gain sanity for killing something. Alright. So let's... we have to go all the way back round, sadly. We can climb up there. It is a little bit slower, so let's get rid of that one there. Let's climb up here. It's a big old climb. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. But we can make it through, so that's fine. So let's see what's around us now. There's nothing over here. We've got a long way to go for daybreak. So let's go up. Oh, we can't climb that way. I've just climbed up there for no reason. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Off we go. So we're still classed as cold, but we're not terribly cold. Oh, I heard rock falling. So the ambience of the game is really nice, I think. It doesn't feel scary, but it feels foreboding, is the best way I can put it. It feels like something's always going to happen. A very edge of your seat kind of game, even though you're not really seeing anything. An old woman sits in front of a crooked hut. She wears a friendly, toothless smile and motions you to sit with her to recharge your strength. You do so. Sorry, you do as she suggests and regain. It's going to be health, I think. Is that going to... No, that's my health down there. It's going to be warmth then, I guess. That's fine. You got loads of body temperature for that. And let's go over here. We could climb up that side, but I don't particularly fancy that at the moment. I'm going to go the slightly easier way over here. Under a tarp, you discover a large, empty cage. Tufts of brownish fur are stuck between the bars. I enter the cage. You find a backpack full of equipment in the corner. Okay. Nice. So we've got a warm cap. Fantastic. It's going to save my body temperature a little bit. That's good. Right, confirm. Okay. That could have been very bad. The brownish fur did scare me a little bit, but that's fine. Can I go there? I can. So let's do that. I think I'm going to go straight up this way here. Could go over here. I'd rather go this way, I think. So to here. It's not going to take me to nightfall, so that's fine. Really enjoying this so far. It is very, very tense. Nearby the camp, there are a couple of empty bottled oxygen tanks. You could take the time to search the tents. Let's thoroughly search, shall we? Oh, it's losing a lot of body temperature. At a big hit. We'll take it. You find 2 bottled oxygen tanks. Okay, I will take those, thank you very much. So we play a little bit of Tetris with our inventory, that's fine, we'll confirm. It's now nightfall, so I do want to sleep. So, sleep with the tent. What do I do with that then? Right click to use. Yes, so we've got 3 uses of that, that's fine. Sleep long, get up in the daytime. So as you're seeing, there is oxygen in this. So once you get past what's called the death zone, you would need to start using that. And you will be notified of when that is. Now, this is bad weather. This is going to look rubbish when I upload this to YouTube, but never mind. So let's go to here. I'm going to take short steps so that I can focus on what I'm doing here. We can go Oh, there's an event or something there. Let's go there. Oh, we've got a chest up there, but I can't get that this way. Okay, I thought there was going to be something happening there. Let's go here. Oh, there's a thing there. I want to get that. That's all the way around there, though, so I don't think I'll be able to get it. Let's go there. You reach a small plateau where the steep rock walls provide natural protection from the icy wind. A good place to take a break. A long extinguished fire suggests you're not the first to rest here. I'm going to take a break. Other mountaineers have sat here before you to recover from their exertions. You wonder who they were and what they were doing here. I take a look around. In a gap between two rocks, you find some empty cans of beans. Their expiration date is listed as 50 years ago. Probably a couple of mountaineers, judging by the number of cans. Curious. Unfortunately, however, you don't find anything of use. We've got some XP though, so we've leveled up again. Okay, thick skin is pretty good. Losing fewer health in events is good. Gain some body temperature while moving on stone. That wouldn't be too bad, actually. I'm going to take that one. Let's go. There's also a cave here, so let's go in the cave. You enter a cave. It's dry and sheltered from the wind. However, you notice a strong smell. You follow the smell, but are unable to find anything except for some tufts of fur and bones. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to leave the cave because I don't need to sleep now. That's fine. There is something here which I can get to, so let's do that. Could have gone up. Ooh. While moving through the rough, stony terrain, you step on the treacherous piece of rock, twisting your ankle. Ah, that's not good. Plus 50% energy cost on all terrain. Ouch. So that's going to harm my energy a lot. A golden eagle suddenly lands in front of you, its wings carrying it majestically to the ground. Fascinated, you watch it, and it watches you too, unafraid. You can't explain it, but the encounter feels magical. Fully wrapped in this moment, you regain. Warmth is quite a good one, because I am quite low on that. Sanity is also fairly good, because you don't gain much sanity through this. But I'm going to take the warmth, because I think that's going to be the thing that kills me on this one. I am going to find out what this sun is. Northern Lights, what a sight. Just some sanity. That's fine, I'm happy with that. Have we got a better way we can go? No. Right, okay, that's fine. Let's go this way. Unfortunately, I need to climb down and then back up again, but that's okay. Still got a long way to climb up this mountain. Oh, there is something on the ground in front of you. You reach down to find a can of beans that expired 50 years ago. Just like the ones you found in a gap between the rocks on the little plateau, only this one is still closed. I'm going to eat the cans. They smell alright, despite the fact they are long past their expiration date. You take a spoonful, then another. Your stomach starts to rumble. You decide to risk one more bite. You can already feel your guts cramping up. You ditch the can and continue on your journey. That's not good, but we level up again. -2 health. I'm fine with -2 health. So prevent critical interruption events, duration of 4 hours. Gain some sanity back when moving on ice, which we're going to be doing a lot now. Lose some oxygen, gain some energy. I don't particularly want to do that, although my energy is quite low. I'm going to take this though. Right, so let me just check my inventory here. I'm going to right click on that. Yes, I'm going to eat some canned food. That gives me some energy back, so that's handy. Now, let's so let's go here. There's a chest over there. There's an event here. Let's go to this event. We're getting close to night time, so we may need to sleep soon. And that cave over there looks ideal for sleep. You spot a deer stand. Oh, yeah, I'll start that again. You spot a deer stand between two skeletal trees just ahead of you. As you consider walking over to the deer stand to search for provisions, you hear a rumbling. It sounds like an avalanche. You see the snow cloud on the horizon. It's heading straight for you. I'm going to search the deer stand. As you rush to the deer stand, the rumbling of the avalanche crescendos to a deafening volume. You are still some distance away from your destination when the mass of snow comes thundering down the slope and tears down the deer stand as though it were made of paper. The avalanche missed you by mere feet. Okay, well that's bad. Right, let's go to this cave. That will take me into nightfall. We're at 5,000 metres now, as you can see on the bottom left there. Although we do descend a little bit to get there, but that's fine. And then when we get to the cave, we will sleep. You enter a cave. It's dry and sheltered from the wind. At the rear of the cave, you notice a faint shimmer of light. Let's go follow the light. As you approach, you realise it's coming from hundreds of fireflies. So we do get the same events occasionally, that's fine. Return to the cave entrance. And I lie down and sleep. We're going to have a long sleep there. Tick, 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 tick. Okay, and we wake up. Let's go see what this thing here is. It's glittering at me, so I'm presuming it's something important. Another cave over there. There's an active fire pit, but not a soul around. The flames seem to be fighting the icy wind for survival. Watching the fires dance in the face of the cold is almost meditative. You watch it for a while and regain definitely energy. We don't want the other one. So that's the first kind of 20 minutes. Let's go see what this chest is. I'm always intrigued what a chest is. That will possibly take me to daylight as well. Daybreak? Yay, daybreak. You see the outline of a large rectangular object concealed underneath an old parachute. You gingerly lift the stained, tattered fabric to find a metal case. Maybe it was used to transport goods. Lads, we're in PUBG. It's a great time. You're in luck. The case contains equipment. So we get a... what is that? Snow boots. Okay, that's interesting. I'm going to pop them in my inventory for the moment. So I've already got heavy boosts. 15% energy cost on snow. So let's just confirm that. This here, does it tell me what that is? Help. Snowy terrain. Yeah, so it's just snowy terrain. So I could actually wear those. Okay. Nah, I keep pressing escape to get out of there. Yeah, so that seems to work. Okay. I'm going to leave this here. That's Insurmountable. We are trying to climb ourselves to the top of the mountain. Thanks for that. With our rather flat-faced person there. But I think I'm going to really enjoy playing the rest of this. We've got a long way to go here to be able to climb up here. But that's the first 25 minutes or so of Insurmountable. I'll leave the link in the description below if you want to check this out yourself. It was recently on sale. I think it's just come off sale, sadly. But it is only about £15 or your regional equivalent, turning into Total Biscuit there, I wish. So yeah, do check it out. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe to the video if you did enjoy what you're watching. And I'll see you guys for another episode of something else soon. Also, let me know if you want this to be a series where we try and tackle all the mountains.